for coming to our first video blog post. I'm Kristen, and I'm here with Dr. Brown to talk about our very first product, the Immune Support System. So Dr. Brown, I'm just going to jump right in and ask you, why a kit? Why not just a single product?
Right, that's a very good question. And the answer is a little more complicated. But basically what we wanted to do was to create a complete approach to supporting the immune system. So a lot of people are familiar with the benefits of taking nutritional supplements, vitamins, minerals, that type of thing. Some people are familiar with using herbs to help support a particular physiological function in the body. Very few people are familiar with using homeopathy to help support the body's normal functioning. But the truth is, when you combine all of it together, you get a synergistic effect that far outweighs any individual approach. And so that's why we wanted to go with a complete solution to supporting the immune system.
Okay, so let's walk through each product. Tell me, if I maybe didn't want to purchase this whole kit all at once because I don't know how it all works, I'm not familiar with homeopathy, what product is like the main thing? What should I get on first?
The main foundational product is the nutritional formula. And what we tried to do there is to combine nutraceuticals, which are higher potency vitamins, with whole food extracts. And the reason for that is, with the nutraceutical, we can get a quicker, more direct effect. But with the whole food extract, we make sure that we're not missing any of the important biochemical components that are part of that nutrient complex. For instance, vitamin C, which is ascorbic acid, it never exists in nature only as ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid is part of the entire vitamin C complex. So we have the higher levels of ascorbic acid in there, but we've put that into a whole food complex. Now, most ascorbic acid, most people don't realize this, is derived from corn. Well, corn is a very common food allergen, so we didn't want to use a vitamin C that was derived from corn, so we used a vitamin C derived from tapioca.
Yeah.
So there's no allergy potential.
And that's unique.
That's very unique. That is hard to find.
That is hard to find. So that was important to us.
And then we combined it with acerola extract and red raspberry powder, which are natural sources of vitamin C. And so by doing that, we've got the ascorbic acid, but we also have the other factors that form the vitamin C complex in nature, all working together to support the immune system.
Okay, awesome. So I get on the nutritional formula. What's the next product that I should get on to further enhance my body's immune system?
Yeah, a good step 2 would be the herbal product. Now, you may notice if you go to the store, a lot of companies combined nutrition and herbs together into one product. But that's really not the ideal way to do it.
Yeah, we could have done that, but
we could have easily done that, but it doesn't work as well. And the reason why, if you simply take, say the leaf of a plant and crush it into a powdered form and put it in a capsule, you'd have to take, 6 to 10 capsules just to get enough of the herb to get a therapeutic benefit. So essentially, it ends up being worthless. And so what we did was we chose an herbal tincture where we extract the chemical compounds from the herbs into alcohol, and it gets a concentrated effect. We can take a lot less of it, and yet it's much more effective.
Okay, I hear the word alcohol. I'm a mom, and that kind of makes me nervous giving that to my kids. Should I be concerned?
You don't need to be concerned at all about the alcohol for 2 reasons. Number 1, the alcohol that we use is ethanol, which is the drinking alcohol. However, it's in a very, very low dose. And the human body has an enzyme called alcohol dehydrogenase, which easily breaks it down as long as you don't consume too much. And so the amount of alcohol that someone's getting from our product is absolutely minuscule. I've been using herbal tinctures with my kids, with patients' kids for years. The alcohol is never a problem.
Okay. Alrighty, so we talked about the nutritional, we talked about the herbal. What next? What would be the next step? What homeopathic? Or is there one that's better than the other?
Well, it depends. With the homeopathics are drugs. They're regulated by the FDA as drugs, and they are approved to treat minor symptoms. And so we could direct it based on symptoms. If you're having more nasal congestion or those type of symptoms, I'd go with the nasal spray next. If you're having just kind of general cold flu symptoms, maybe a mild fever, something like that, I would go with the homeopathic tablet as a next step.
Okay. So what I'm kind of hearing from you though is that maybe two are more preventative, or how does?
Yeah, if we wanted to help support the immune system just kind of through the entire cold flu season, I would definitely get on the nutritional formula. And a good dosage for that, we've listed therapeutic dosages for, those times when you are having a struggle, maybe you have a cold and you want to enhance your immune system to get over it faster. But a good kind of basic preventative dosage on the nutritional formula would be 2 capsules twice a day.
Okay. And for a child,
One
half
capsule
that.
twice a day.
Okay. Alrighty. So those were preventative. That's the nutritional, and then the herbal you could add in. Whereas the homeopathics are more the treatment. If you are
Right.
sick, that's when
Right.
you're on them.
Right. I mean, we want to support the immune system's function, especially if you're sick. But then if you are sick, we want to do something to help alleviate the symptoms as well and further stimulate the immune system, and that's where the homeopathics come in.
Okay. I wanted to mention when we were talking about homeopathics, I noticed, being a mom, I see the word penicillium in the back.
Uh-huh.
Is that going to be a concern if, say, my child has a
Right.
penicillin allergy?
Well, and there's two parts to that because some people will read that and say, oh, my child has a penicillin or I have a penicillin allergy, I can't take this. And if you're concerned, you should discuss it with your doctor. But the way the products are formulated, they do not contain actual penicillin. In other words, it's the Penicillium homeopathic. It does not contain penicillic acid, therefore it is not an antibiotic, and there's no chance of a penicillin allergy to the product. But that being said, it is not an antibiotic. So,
Right.
for instance, if you have strep throat, this is not going to treat that. You'll need to see your doctor and
right.
get an antibiotic.
You can be on it. It's not going to harm it.
It doesn't
harm
hurt
you.
to support the immune system while you're using something else to treat the strep throat, but it's not intended to treat something like
Bacterial.
strep throat. What we're doing is supporting the body's normal physiological response of the immune system, not targeting the bacteria or the virus.
Okay. So we've talked about all four products. Another thing I know people are probably wondering is, in your practice, before we had this kit, you would prescribe similar products.
Uh-huh.
So how did we come up with, is this a good price? I mean, people are probably wondering and worried about four
Well, and
products.
that's true because, when you see it, people look at it and they say, oh, that's a lot of money. Well, it is, but it's not. When you compare, if you have to go see the doctor, then you have a copay, or you may have to pay the entire office visit fee. And then you have to, either get the prescription filled, or, if someone was seeing me, I would put them on several similar products. In my office, to give similar products in similar quantities, it would cost $230.
Wow. So yeah.
Yeah. And so when we came up with the kit, we figured, oh, we can make this and we can price it at less than half for the same quality, or in some cases better, because I was able to kind of optimize and tweak the formulations for an even better effect
Right.
at a lower price level.
Okay, well, I think that wraps up everything we wanted to talk about. So thank you, Dr. Brown, for taking some
Thank
time
you.
to explain all the science behind our products. And thanks, everyone, for coming and listening to us for a few minutes. And we hope to have you back at our next video blog. Thanks.
Thanks.